Tier 1, Chapter 41. I really want to know what you're thinking. Comment below.
Chapter 40. I wake up to continue staring at a blank wall. My room is comfortable but bland. It is basically a glorified holding cell. I still have no idea where I am. Sherry said we are within Tier 1 boundaries, but I am at a loss as to where this facility could be located. There are a lot of things that I have no idea about, apparently, but I didn't ever think to question. I have never encountered someone who was in this position before, but then I guess I wouldn't ever know if I had. My friends at work won't even know it happened to me. Will they? Will I forget about conversations I've had or things we've done? Would anyone even notice if I did? Sherry will notice, but obviously that doesn't make a difference. She will also know why I have forgotten. Eric would notice. My eyes start to sting. Nobody outside of those core people really knows me well enough to have the chance to recognize that I have changed. Maybe people who don't have children have stronger relationships with other adults? If connection is one of our goals, then how is it possible for me to feel this lonely in a moment like this? I make a mental note to ask Sherry. Of course, I may not remember her answer. I lie there and think about the boys. I remember the first time I gave birth, the incredible pressure that suddenly gave way for me to grasp a new little human, a slippery, squishy bundle of flesh. I was in shock and awe holding Tal. Theoretically, I knew that he was alive inside me, but until I saw him, touched him, it didn't seem real. I remember our ride home, Eric and his goofy grins, his tired eyes, pure, terrified bliss. My mind is definitely skipping over all the hard parts. The lack of sleep, the problem-solving that never seemed to end, the feelings of inadequacy and failure, the constant worry. I think only about the smiles, the milestones, the joy I felt the first time his tiny arms closed around my neck. Then Bentley with his contagious energy. I laugh to myself about all of the times he has taken me by surprise or made me smile with his sweet innocence. When I was willing to go forward with Nick, I still had the boys. I wasn't losing them. I now understand what it must have been like for Eric. I couldn't have lasted even close to as long as he did. I know that he had his research as a distraction, but still, that man. I honestly do not understand how anyone could be strong enough to deal with what Berg has asked of us. Sherry said there are other pairs. I wish I could talk to them. Understand how they have been better prepared. Berg knows those answers, but I haven't been given any helpful information, nor do I understand what our family will look like after these procedures. Will I have the boys? Will Eric? The uncertainty eats at me from the inside out. A knock sounds at the door, and a few seconds later, a woman enters. She greets me with a smile and motions for me to follow her. Her hair is in a tight bun, and she is walking quickly, making it difficult for me to keep up on my stiff legs. Making it to the end of the hall, we turn the corner. Sherry is there, and she smiles at me. I want to smile and embrace her, but everything feels different now. She is the corrective parent, and I am the petulant child. She is not on my level anymore. Hey, she puts her arm out and brushes my shoulder. You can see Eric and the boys. My heart leaps. Thank you, I say, my voice barely audible. It's only for a little while, she reiterates. Then we will go down the hall for therapy. This is it, Kate. I start to ask one of the million questions I have, but she holds up her hand to stop me, her eyes warning me to take what I can get. Right now, I can only focus on these minutes. I nod, and she points me toward a room on her left. I walk hesitantly to the door, turn the knob, and step in.